Hi, welcome to Wiki Techie and Cash and Frag. This is Venkat here. I'm going to talk about the great technology that is called MongoDB. So MongoDB is a very powerful database technology, very easiest technology. People start learning MongoDB. Your profile will be awesome. So what is a MongoDB? MongoDB is nothing but we got a lot of Facebook kind of unstructured data to process, to store and retrieve the such kind of unstructured data. We need an intelligent system. That's where your MongoDB plays a very important role. It is a very easiest format of storing the data. It got that is called a JSON and JSON format. So I'm going to talk about MongoDB today. Before that, like a Cashew Infotech company, our company, we are providing internships and courses for the students via online and offline. You may ask me, what is internship? Internship is nothing but go to your company, learn the technology, build your profile, and from that gain an experience. Via that you can go for a job. That is internship. And our company Cash and Protect, we are providing internships. You can contact me for any kind of technical doubts via my contact number and via my WhatsApp number. And apart from that, this is my Insta account. Click this follow button and send a message to me. I'm ready to respond to you. If you're not able to contact via these numbers, my Insta account is the final destination. I will be responding for sure. Okay, so congrats to all the Kashiv Infotech trained and placed candidates. Okay, so my heartiest wishes for all the people who got placed via our company. Okay, to the companies and recruiters, I request you people to send your job description to us. We are ready to refer our best candidates to you for all your conditions without any charges. Okay, and apart from that, to my subscribers and to my students, okay, you can contact me at any time for any kind of support. People, sir, I worked in non-IT, sir, I got a career break, sir, I got a technology change, sir, contact me. I'm ready to help you. Treat me as a brother. Okay, well, Chad, let's move on here. Let's move on to the history of database technology. If we talk about the history of database technology, we got the data here. So the first initial data is called RDBMS, structuring the data. From there you got the overlap. So like placing the data somewhere and access it. Okay, from there you got your Hadoop platform, document database, column store, key value. These are all called as unstructured data. Okay, so from the structured data, I'm entering into structured data, huge structured data, unstructured data, huge unstructured data. So manipulating and processing such kind of system is created, okay, in the recent trends. So if we talk about the structured data, what is a structured data, sir? A student is there, the student data is called as structured data. Okay, so everything can be placed in a table and can be accessed via SQL, structured query language. Okay, and the tables are interrelated via the relationship that is called as structured data, and it is called RDBMS, Relational Database Management System. You may ask me a question, sir, everything is good, sir. Where we are facing the problem? So the problem what we face is like handling the unstructured data. Over here I got the data in the format of documents. Maybe a MP3 document, BMP, WAV file, a Word document, a PowerPoint or something like that, unstructured data. To process this kind of unstructured data, we need a best guy, and the best guy is your MongoDB. So he is the greatest technology and easiest technology. We will start learning it. And here is the 4 areas we are going to teach you. The first part is this is a part 1, part 2, part 3, and finally got part 4. In this part 4, I'm going to show the live implementation of how to install MongoDB and how to create tables, how to process data, how to show the data, and whatever things I got. Everything I'm going to teach you. Are you ready? Let's move on to MongoDB. So part 1, structured versus unstructured data. As I told you, the structured data can be stored in the format of tables, say rows and columns. So you are able to process the data very easily. Whereas the data formats cannot be stored in the format of tables because it is an unstructured way of data. And the data format is the examples are, it can be numbers, dates, and strings. Whereas here we got images, audio, video, files, emails. So over here we are able to store it easily. We need only very less storage, people. Whereas here we need more storage and very difficult to manage. That is the difference between your structured and your unstructured data. Okay, yes. Over here, as I told you, in structured data I get the database. Here tables, or it's called collections. Over here we call it as rows and columns, we got just documents. So that's why it is called document database. You got the database stored in tables and rows and columns, database stored in collections and documents. That is how the difference between the structured and unstructured data. As I told you, your SQL database, your structured data will be having this kind of data. And this particular rows are converted into an ID kind of here. You got here like this data is converted on ID. Okay, your student ID over here, student name over here, age over here, college. Yeah, single row is considered as a JSON document. Another row, another document. Another row, another document. This is how the data is. This is called JavaScript object notation document. Okay, this is the indication of JavaScript. You got two data. There is a person, he finished some training program here. This data can be converted into a JSON format over here. Okay, as I told you, this is one data, one person, and studied these programs, and these two were related. It is called relational database management system. The second table data is converted to a list over here. So ID is here, company name, email, mobile, and you got the programs is listed like this. And this is called key, and this one is called value, a key value pair. So instead of sending a complex table, sir, I got rows and columns, a complex table sending, I made it as a single string, sir, check, it will go it as a simple string. That is the advantage of your JSON documents. Over here, as I told you, every data, each row is converted into a document. Over here, I got your rows converted into your document. I got another row, it is converted into your document. And another row, it is converted into your document over here. Okay, this is called as JavaScript object notation. So I hope you got an idea like how the data are stored as a documents. Let's move on to part B. So part 2, like why MongoDB, sir? There are enormous amount of technology available. Why I need to go with MongoDB? That is my question. Let's move on to see why MongoDB. So if we talk about MongoDB, so before that, like people like we are into social networks. So this is our Telegram channel. You can join to get a lot of videos from us. And here's my Insta account. Click this follow button, contact me at any time, and you can talk to me via my contact numbers and WhatsApp numbers. If you couldn't respond, if you couldn't get a response, talk to me on Instagram. I'll be there. Okay, send a WhatsApp message and the people will respond you for sure. Okay, here's my Facebook account, my LinkedIn account, my Twitter account. So you can contact me at any like your social networks. And many companies are looking for Kashiv Infotech trained students. And if you are looking for a job, treat me as a brother. Come and talk to me. I'll guide you for sure. So there are some openings in Bahrain for Kashiv Infotech trained students, and some opening for web designing candidates for Kashiv Infotech students. There are some openings for embedded system engineers from Kashiv Infotech trained students. Over here we need 50 freshers for Kashiv Infotech trained students, and the people are looking for software engineers in Bangalore from Kashiv Infotech trained students. Android mobile application developer. These are some of the opportunities came last week, sir. Sir, you may ask me a question. I want to become a software engineer, sir. I want to become a MongoDB specialist, sir. Can I do it? Yes, people. It is easy to go for a job. As I told you, Kashiv Infotech is providing two kinds of training programs to you. Either an internship or courses. Via the programs, you can go for a job, people. And we are providing via online and also offline. So please utilize our company and go for a job. If you want to go for a job, you have to create an idea. So learn some evergreen technology, a latest technology, the coding technology and database. The coding I'm not like I can't reach it, sir. It's easy, man. I will help you, don't worry. And database technology. So learn web designing kind of technology which is evergreen in the market, and learn some latest technology like big data or cloud computing or IoT or some technology. Coding technology like either .NET or Java or Python, some language, and SQL Server, Oracle or MongoDB. Learn MongoDB, it's really awesome, man. So you'll be getting a salary of 20,000 to 1,50,000 salary. Pakka safest opportunity. Any department and any degree people can learn these technologies, and you can. I will help you, people. Okay, relax. Okay, you'll go for a job. So contact my numbers. I'll treat you like I'll help you on this. Sir, I want to learn MongoDB, sir. What topics I need to learn it, sir? This is the area. Just go to kashivinfo.com/MongoDB training in Chennai. Just go to this link, scroll down. You are able to see all the topics. Learn all the topics Be an expert, people. So I'll put this link in the description in the comment. Start learning it and build your profile, and you can contact me anytime. I'm ready to help you, people. Okay, so here is the link. Just note it down. Okay, let's move on. Let's move on to the next area. So let's move on to the next area. Now we are going to talk about why MongoDB. Let's talk about MongoDB. So if we talk about MongoDB, the first concept is like MongoDB is a very powerful technology. So you are able to store the data, any kind of data, retrieve any kind of data and use those data anywhere. That is the advantage of MongoDB. So you can play with the data, people. And if we talk about the data, sir, I've got a huge problem, sir. How can I solve it? There is a concept called a map reduce programming. A very big problem. Consolidate using aggregation framework. Reduce the problem, and make it very simple, people. So map the data, map the problem, reduce the problem. That is called map reduce. So mapping, so this is a complex problem. I'm trying to map the data and reduce it, and it is called map reduce. You got the author one here. You can see it here. I mean, it's getting reduced. Yes, that's awesome, man. So you got the author 1, two authors are there. Author 1 is 2 authors. Author 2, two authors are there. You got here. Author 3 is 1 author. So you're mapping it and trying to reduce it to a simplified format. That is how your map reduce programming works. And this is done with your aggregation frameworks with MongoDB. As I told you, MongoDB not only store the data in the format of JSON, it is converting the format into a BSON, a binary format data, which is much more simplified and easiest way of storing. JSON supports only a specific set of data types, whereas the BSON supports enormous numbers, strings, boolean, array, object. These are all supported by JSON. Whereas the BSON will be having object ID, date time, bytes, geospatial. That is awesome. That is how your BSON works, a binary format of storing your object notation, binary script object notation. And the next word is your sharding process. You may ask me a question, what is sharding, sir? Storing the data, a very big data. I got a huge 1 terabyte data, sir. A huge data, sir. Store it in multiple places, man. That can be achieved using sharding concept. So 1 GB, store 100 MB, 100 MB, 100 MB. Take it easily. So using multiprocessing, you can take it from multiple places. That is why your sharding concept is used. The huge data is subdivided and it is placed in multiple places and access it from here. So that is called a horizontal scaling. Okay, and this can be configured using config servers, and this can be achieved with the routers, and it is called some Mongos. And the concept of manipulating this kind of data, that is done by auto balancing concept. This is called the sharding, programming. And from here we got schemaless. Sir, I got Venkat, CSC department 10 mark. It is structured, sir. Whereas the Facebook data is unstructured. You are able to say if it is an unstructured data stored in JSON format, numbers, no double quotes with a string, binary data. It can be an object data. Under one thing I got multiple. It can be a list of data with the numbers, string of data with a list, and you got your mapping of your objects. So this is called as a schema-less. MongoDB schema-less. This is how the data is. Okay, as I told you, like not only the schemaless data can be processed using MongoDB. There is a concept called capped collection. You may ask me, what is capped collection, sir? Capped collections are nothing but this is the box with the 2 data. If I want to put one data, the another one should be removed because only 2 data can be done. You are able to see this is called box. Yeah, we are able to control how much data I can store. Hello 1, hello 2, 2 data. I got max 2. Good. Okay, max 2 is there. Another data I am trying to insert. You are able to see hello 1, hello 2. Another data I am trying to insert. Automatically the hello 1 is gone because only 2 is max. So we are able to control how many data I want. That is called a capped collection. Okay, I'll teach you all this code and everything later. Okay, don't worry. Okay, cloud computing. So cloud computing is a major technology by MongoDB is greatly supporting cloud computing. That is the advantage of your cloud like MongoDB. Now let's move on to the next area, JSON. How it works, man. Let's talk about how JSON works. Let's move on. We talk about how JSON works. You are able to see the JSON request will go to the server via the internet, and the request will be processed. You'll be getting the response over here. So you got the request and you got the response. This is how your JSON works with MongoDB. Okay, now you got an idea, right, how JSON works. So the major advantage of JSON is like the JSON data is very easy to read, it is understandable, and we are able to handle complex data. Whereas from the machine perspective, is easy to parse, easy to generate, and easy to store. So machine perspective is good, human perspective is good, then JSON is good. JSON is awesome. JSON handles what very complex data structures and normal data structures. The very complex data structures like records, structures, dictionary, hash tables, everything can be processed. And simple data structures like array, vector, list, sequence, process. So everything can be easily processed with the JSON. That is a major advantage of JSON. Let's move on to the live implementation, people. Let's move on to the live implementation of how this JSON in MongoDB can be installed and configured, everything. Okay, let's move on. So over here, just go to the link wikitechie.com/tutorial/MongoDB. Just go to this particular link. Just go to this link, just scroll down. You are able to see lots of topics, man. What is MongoDB? I gave all the details to you. And I'll take some installation of MongoDB also, okay? So what is MongoDB, man? Just scroll down. What is MongoDB? So over here, MongoDB futures, that's good. MongoDB futures are there. And why MongoDB? Why use MongoDB? That is good. And MongoDB database creation. You got your table creations are there. So I want to open it like use database. It's a simple way of creating database. So like how to create the table, and I'm going to show you like it's DB. Get the database. DB.create collection table name will create your table. That is good. And inserting the data. Show collections will try to fetch the data, fetch the tables available, and from there like I'm trying to insert some data. You got a lot of things over here. You may ask me how to install this MongoDB, sir. I'll get you the simple steps, simplified steps of how to install your MongoDB and all. So over here, you are able to see step-by-step installation of MongoDB. It's not only installation of MongoDB, we need to configure it. I'll put this link in the description first. Come on, relax. Don't worry. No need to type it all. Over here, like environmental setup, you are able to like change some configurations to set up your MongoDB in your computer. So I'll teach you all those setups and everything, both for Windows and for Linux. How to install everything, it will give the details to you. Okay, now you got MongoDB. Now it's time for me to show you like how the database is created, table is created, inserting the data, everything. So create database, creating the table, inserting the data in the table, so fetching the data from the table. So use database. That is the simplest way of creating your database, man. Simple query. Everything I'll give the details to you over here. And creating the table is very simple, people. And inserting the data, it's very simple, people. So you are able to see all kind of data is I've executed, I put it here. Okay, all kind of things, everything is here. Relax, go and check it out. You'll get lots of ideas like how to fetch the data and everything. Select pretty in the sense like showing the data in a pretty good format. That is called a pretty. So select pretty, and you got all kind of topics over here. Relax and see all the things. Learn as much as you can. If you got any queries, post your queries in your comments. I'm ready to help you. Go to the link wikitechie.com/tutorial/MongoDB. Okay, it's time for me to say a goodbye to you. Like our company Kashan, we are providing internships and courses at a Chennai office. I request you people to share your this particular video to your friends and everyone. Let's spread some good information to the people. Let's transform the society. It's time for me to say goodbye to you. This is Venkat signing out from Wiki, Techie and Kashan Product. If you want any kind of trainings, you can contact me at any time. I'm ready to help you. Thank you.